This is MLB Network's coverage of Saturday evening baseball from north of the border here in Toronto. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Toronto Blue Jays. Alongside Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa. And fellas, both of these teams are going to be interesting to watch down the stretch as the postseason races continue to take shape.
100%, Matt. These two clubs have put themselves in position to play a lot of meaningful games the rest of the way. And even though they're not in the same division, you can bet they're looking at each other knowing it's games like this one coming up that will give them huge confidence and momentum heading into the last weeks of the season.
Brady Singer is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Into the box, David Fletcher. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch is a slider called for a strike. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, we're taking a look at a team right here, D-Row. Through 5 games of this homestand, they're 3-2. I know they were expecting more, but they'd like to win this one here today and get that up to 4-2 on this homestand.
Yeah, this is an important one right here. You don't want to go 500 first 6 games, especially at home. On the road, you can deal with it. At home, this is a must-win.
Temperature here at game time, 61 degrees. Here's the pitch. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. On the ground up the middle. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The designated hitter, Colin Moran.
Digging in next, Colin Moran. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's a perfect 2 for 2. He also has 1 home run. First offering, weak roller right side. And there are 2 away now. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch of the AB now. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 2-1. Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the White Sox. A 0 in the White Sox half of the first. Blue Jays coming to bat. You're watching MLB Network. Michael Fulmer, a right-hander from the Sooner State, gets the starting assignment here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this guy. An ERA of over 4 in his last 3 starts. He's either been really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
Put that in a memory bank. First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Stepping in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he's just 2 for 12. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees. Guerrero is known to have an incredible ability to make contact when he swings the bat, becoming a rare thing to see him swing and miss, leading many people to marvel at his apparent hand-eye capabilities. Especially in today's game with such a high strikeout rate out there, he's becoming more of a rare talent.
Yeah, I just don't think he's trying to do too much. He gets himself into good hitters' counts and tries to hit it right back off the pitcher's hat.
2-2 now.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
To the plate now, Bo Bichette. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Gonna be a long day if he executes like this, punching tickets right out of the gate.
And he's forced to protect with 2 strikes as he had to reach for that one to foul it away.
Hey, this guy's dialed in right now. 2 strikeouts and still working ahead. This is going to be a tough test for the offense.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. The 1-2. Shot towards second. But this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in is Luis Robert. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss for strike 1. And set up behind the plate, Rusty Valentine, as you see the rest of the umpiring crew for this one.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire. Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch. But if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
All even now, 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
So he sets him down swinging. Luis Robert goes down to become the first out here in the second inning.
Renato Nunez.
And here's Renato Nunez. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lifetime against this particular arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. Ball 2.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 on the way. And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Brendan Rodgers bats next. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. From the stretch, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Nunez, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
The 2-1. And, oh, this one's by him to the backstop. And he'll make it in easily at second, as I'd imagine that'll be scored a passed ball.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate pass ball, and you can bet the catcher is kicking himself about it right now. With the runner advancing to second, the double play is off the table, might come back to haunt him.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, this guy's been prone to giving up walks at bunches, and that's already 2 walks here in the early going. We'll see if this continues to be an issue for him as this start continues.
So now here is Anthony Santander looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. Now the first pitch. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he takes this one high. 1-1.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Here he comes again, 1-2. This is flared right back over the mound. A step on the bag for 1. On to Guzman. They get them both, and that retires the side. A couple of walks in the inning, but nothing on the scoreboard. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Cody Bellinger.
Cody Bellinger.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. The windup and the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. The 2-1.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's Miguel Sano. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Right there for strike 1. And he looks like he's toying with him here. It's 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Standing in now, Ronald Guzman, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. Comes set with the 0-1. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Bottom of the second here with no score. Oh, straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Not likely to see a fourth fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back in there. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. 1-0 the count. 2 out with the man at first. And he misses again, 2-0. Coming into this one against Michael Fulmer, he has a 3 for 12 line. He's also gone down on strikes 5 times. 2-0 count, the pitch.
Hey, there aren't too many power hitters in the game that would let that pitch go by.
The 2-1 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there, and the inning is over. The love of the game runs deep with these folks. More from MLB Network Saturday Baseball after this. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Zach Collins. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out. So with 1 gone now, we get a look at where these guys sit in the current division standings, and you can see them staring up at a 5-game deficit entering play today. One out, base is empty, and up next the utility man Johan Camargo. Now the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
In there, a base hit.
Well, the bad news is he botched what looked like a routine fly ball. The good news is the runner wasn't able to advance any further than first base, so that's a play that should have been made, but at least it wasn't more than a 1-base error.
So now to the plate, David Fletcher, as he puts it on the ground to third. And indeed, no look at second. He'll go straight to first and take the sure out. Next, here is Colin Moran. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Camargo at second with 2 down. And it's 2-0 now to Colin Moran.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
The 2-0.
Ball 3.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Well, he's really laboring in the early going here. That's his 3rd walk of the game already. We'll see if he can get it together or if this is just one of those days where he's going to have to grind his way through this start.
Ready now is Marcell Ozuna. 2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. He's set. Here it comes. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. That's in there. Base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
The next batter will be Luis Robert. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. One of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. That's just off the corner and low, ball 2.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Third inning, no score to this point. Into the corner and slicing foul. The set and the 2-1. And he strikes him out. So a missed opportunity at the plate as he strands 3 runners and the side is retired. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. We played 2.5, no score on MLB Network. Bottom of the inning now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First pitch coming. Here it is. This one's flared out toward left. And that's the first hit in this one for the Blue Jays.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
The batter will be Alejandro Kirk as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Now the 1-0.
1-1.
Count is 1-2 now. And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
Cavan Biggio stepping up now. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. The 1-0. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. He's running. Fouled off. The 1-2.
That's ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now another 2-2. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the 4th time he struck out, and we're only in the 2nd game of this series.
And now in the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. To the left side, but it's well foul. Here comes the 1-2.
Ball, that's it.
Everything this guy throws moves, and that two-seamer has a mind of its own.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 1 left for Toronto. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. And digging in next at the plate will be Renato Nunez.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First delivery to him. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. And this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout. And there's 1 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand. So they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Brendan Rodgers. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. Here comes the right fielder. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out. Anthony Santander, the next to bat, comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. And it's fouled away. And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And a slider. Called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Stepping up is Bo Bichette. He'll start it out against Michael Fulmer to begin the inning. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. High in the air down the right field line. Santander waits on it, makes the play, 1 away. Now 1 down with the bases empty, and that brings up the former National League MVP Cody Bellinger. First pitch on its way.
Nope, outside.
Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. And this is low, ball 2, 2-1.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Took a good cut that time, but comes up empty, 2-2.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
Just hung in there on that one.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
And another foul ball.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Rolled slowly down the first baseline. And that's the second out.
Now back, the designated hitter.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Pitch is popped up.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Too low with a fastball there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Back now here at Rogers Center, and here's Heidi.
Well, Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the White Sox offense with their manager in between innings.
And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together.
They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
All right, thanks, Heidi. New inning set to get underway, and now it'll be the catcher, Zach Collins. First pitch on the way. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw on to first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. 1 away. So here's Johan Camargo. He comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. A ball and a strike.
Down 21.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Back goes Calhoun. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Stepping in next, David Fletcher. A couple of ground outs on his batting line in 2 trips so far. First delivery to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Swing and a little blooper to center. Biggio ranging into the outfield. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far.
And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats.
Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
Leading off for the Jays.
Set
The
now
first
for the
baseman,
bottom of the fifth, and here
Ronald
comes the first baseman, Ronald Guzman. Now the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out. Hey! I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. High in the air out to center field. Robert is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now into the box, Willie Calhoun struck out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Now the 1-0. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1.
No runs, just 1 hit, 1 error thus far for Toronto.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Robert is there, 2 gone.
Now batting. The
Next to
left
bat
fielder,
for Toronto, Lourdes Gurriel. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
Lays off 1-0.
Hey, you guys know me. Hitting's a process of elimination, and I'm eliminating the changeup this next pitch. I'm on everything else.
And he misses 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So put another 0 on the board as they've been held scoreless through 5. 5 innings complete, and we still have no score. And stepping in, Colin Moran. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The designated hitter, Colin Moran.
Here's the first pitch to him. Line towards center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another. Why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
His slider's been impressive all night long. If he can continue spinning it like that, he's going to be just fine.
swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number one.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
The batter will be Luis Robert as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Down the first baseline, and he dives, but he can't make the play. It lands foul.
Wow, this guy has been on top of it today, pushing the throttle and pulling it when he needs to.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Moran, base runner at first with one out. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss, strike one.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox.
Popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Misses, ball 2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. We are still scoreless. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and in next is Alejandro Kirk.
The catcher, Alejandro.
First pitch of the AB now.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robert is right there, 1 down. So with 1 out for him here, this obviously a big game as you check out the standings on your screen, and you can see their lead is just 1 game entering play here today. So next to hit is Cavan Biggio, struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
A ball and no strikes. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. Throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Now batting.
I'll tell you, that's one of the first good swings we've seen anybody put on this guy so far. He's been throwing the ball really well, but that was one of the few mistakes we've seen him make.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. Rogers brings it in time to first, and there are two away. Up next, Bo Bichette, runner in scoring position with two gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Comes set. The 0-1. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
Boy, that's a good pitch right there. The old school guys would call that a little bit of chin music up and in. See if he can get him to move off the box a little bit.
High in the air out to center field. Robert able to track it down for the third out. Blue Jays held in check. Still no score.
Leading off to the right side, the shortstop, Brendan Rodgers.
Now the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here with a leadoff double.
Now batting.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one going for extra bases off the bat. Now at the plate is Anthony Santander, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
From the stretch. The 0-1 pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have one job in this situation, especially down 0-2. You have to find a way to advance that runner to third and give your teammate a chance to drive something into the outfield. You cannot not come through in this situation.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one. Next to dig in, Zach Collins. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Collins carries a batting line right at 240.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
A ball and a strike now. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Another one sent foul. There's ball two as the slider dips below the zone.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop! And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Boy, I'll tell you, the defense has been stellar all night long. They've got the shutout working, and there's another super play to rob them of a hit.
And the next in is Johan Camargo. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. No hits to this point. Line softly toward the hole. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. White Sox leave one, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Cody Bellinger at the plate now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The center fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Now here's the first offering. Hit sharply on the ground. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
At the plate now, Miguel Sano, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Hit on the ground out to short. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
And this was set up perfectly for him to start the double play. He's in ideal position. And then I think he got a little bit ahead of himself. You know that old saying, be quick but don't hurry? Well, I think that was demonstrated right here.
Stepping in now, Ronald Guzman. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Bellinger on second. Sano on at first with nobody out. Outside for a ball, 1-1.
Well, the Blue Jays have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. They're hoping they get it right now. This would sure be a good time.
And he fouls this one off. Bouncer to the left side. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
To the plate now, Willie Calhoun. And he takes ball one. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out.
runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
.30 pitch. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run.
And this inning is a perfect example of how quickly fortunes can change in this game. He was cruising along, hardly any trouble at all. Now he walks in a run and is still in the middle of a bases-loaded mess. He's got some work to do to limit the damage.
Here comes the White Sox skipper out toward the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change, as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. He'll leave after 6, and at the very least kept his club in it to this point. Jimmy Lambert is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Lourdes Gurriel will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a swinging strike on the slider.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Grounded down the third baseline. Camargo picks it up cleanly on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play.
Now batting, catcher Alejandro.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch hit back toward the mound. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So 3 runs on only 2 hits in the inning. 2 errors in the inning, and no one left. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Blue Jays 3 and the White Sox nothing. Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, David Fletcher. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike, and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
The windup and the 0-1.
1-1.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Grounded to short. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next to hit, Colin Moran. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1. To short. Throw in time at first for out number 2. And now Marcell Ozuna, 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
First pitch on its way. Hit softly down the line at first, but a foul ball here. 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So far, this has been a terrific outing for this guy. Throwing well, keeping his pitches to a minimum, locating his fastball to both sides of the plate, good command of the off-speed pitches, very little traffic on the bases. So far, he couldn't have drawn up to be any better than he has been so far in this one.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3.
And he's going to empty the bucket right here. He sees the finish line, Dan, and he's got a chance.
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still down 3-0. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Cavan Biggio.
Cavan Biggio.
And now the first pitch. And that's in there for a strike. Action in the White Sox bullpen now as they have a left-hander getting loose. The 0-1 pitch. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Now another 1-2.
Nope, that's the ball.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is on deck. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. There to handle it is Ozuna, and there's one away. Next, it'll be Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. He's set, and the pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Into the second deck and gone. A solo shot here to left. 24 home runs for him on the season as the Blue Jays have opened it up further now, 4-0.
I know one thing with this homer, it might make the decision to send the starter back out there a little easier for the manager. You've got some wiggle room now, and he's been pitching well. So I expect they'll be having that conversation in the dugout. You know he wants to go back out there.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo.
At the plate, Bo Bichette, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
The center fielder, number
Cody
35.
Bellinger at the plate now. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Bellinger.
From the stretch, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 2 out, nobody on. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And that misses. 2-1. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
The 3-1 pitch. And a changeup. Couldn't get him to bite, and it's ball 4. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, and that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with 1 swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Standing in now, Miguel Sano, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And that's a called strike at the letters, though that looked high from here. It's 0-2 now.
Well, you could see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the White Sox. Jays out in front here, 4-zip. Josh DeMont comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. At the plate now is Luis Robert. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. First offering. DeMont has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Good break to that one, and he's in command, 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll try to bounce a curveball on 0-2, but he holds back. It's 1-2 now. And some action now in the Toronto bullpen as a right-hander starts to get loose. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now, as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
Renato Nunez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. The 2-1 is strike 2 swinging.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Popped him up. Biggio is calling for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So here is Brendan Rodgers, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Chopped out to short. Throw on to first is going to be in time, and the Blue Jays have taken games 1 and 2 here at home, as this one is over. 4-0 the score tonight. The Blue Jays win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Brady Singer earns a league best 17th victory. Michael Fulmer is saddled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score tonight.